I like to eat white bread. So, whatever they have. My favorite bread is white bread. But I didn't know, I didn't read carefully. It said this bread is made with whole grain mixed with white. So, I'm used to eating white bread. So right now, I'm gonna show you what I do. I love cheese that is wrapped up because it's clean and sanitary. You never know, COVID-19 and stuff. And then this is brand new. I just opened it yesterday. I made myself a sandwich yesterday. So garlic spread. This is what after I come home from work, I make myself a sandwich. So every night before I go to sleep, or every morning before I go to sleep, I make my own sandwich. So I love garlic spread. Then after I toast this, then I'll put it, I'll put bacon on it, and I'll put cheese on it, so it'll melt in the oven. I'm making this just for myself to eat right now, so people are curious, what do I eat? They never see me eat anything, so I do eat. I'm a big eater. And then my favorite is, I love to eat smoked ham, so I'm a meat lover. I buy this for myself to eat only, because I like to put about 2 pieces of ham. It's almost like making a club sandwich, but without the lettuce. So I cut it in half, and then I put it on top. See, I put it, the bacon at the cheese, the spread, the bread spread, garlic spread, and bacon, then 2 pieces of ham, and then I would like to put lettuce on, but I love club sandwich. It just depends on my mood. I don't like to eat the same food morning and night, breakfast and lunch and dinner. And I don't like to eat, same food tomorrow. My entire life I never eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, same food over and over and over. I switch my meal because I'm my own cook. So I cook my own food. Like, let's say, if it's cold outside, it just depends on the season. Let's say wintertime, I love to cook rice porridge. So duck rice porridge, chicken rice porridge, fish or seafood like shrimp, prawns, lobster rice porridge. And then I'll cook and eat pho wintertime, whenever it's cold outside, freezing outside. That'll keep my body warm. That's how I keep warm. And I will eat pho. I'll eat bún bò Huế, bún riêu, anything with soup in it. So I like to sprinkle some black pepper on my sandwich. But my favorite sandwich is ham sandwich and roast beef sandwich. I love to eat croissants. I love white bread. I don't like to eat whole wheat. I love to eat pho, cam tấm, with the pork chop or beef, like the slice of beef or something, beef chop. I love to eat prime rib, ribeye steak, lobsters. But I'm not a hamburger person. Like, I'll eat a Whopper once or twice a year, but I don't want to eat it every day because it'll clog up my artery. So I'm a very picky eater. I don't like food that's greasy, but I don't like food that is nasty, unappetizing. I do not eat worms, maggots, bugs, insects, crickets, frogs, snakes, gators, horse meat, zebra meat. None of those bizarre kind of food like coons, anything that eats from the garbage. I don't eat dogs and cats and opossum, squirrels, whatever. Ugh, that's garbage food. That's yucky food. I'm an American. I eat American way. So, I love pork chop, but even though it's high cholesterol, but once in a blue moon I'll eat pork chop. But now I like to eat food that is not gonna clog up my artery, not gonna give me a heart attack, and not gonna be greasy or oily. See, tomorrow morning I'll be cooking this. It looks like it's yucky, but it's not. This small octopus. See, right there. Tentacles of octopus or something. Oh, slice small octopus. So squid, calamari. This is the tentacles of the octopus, small octopus. So I'm gonna let it defrost and melt, and then in the morning I'll rinse it, soak it in water, salt water, and then rinse it, scrub it, make sure it's washed thoroughly, and then stir fry it with bell peppers. I was gonna put bell peppers and broccoli and mix the vegetable together, but in the morning when I wake up, I'll make rice porridge with octopus tentacles in it, seafood with scallops, or I eat classy food, so I like to throw in lobsters and scallops and squid, octopus tentacles, and shrimp, big prawns, and make it seafood looking and colorful, vibrant, and also sprinkle green scallion and dry scallion on there. Make it look festive. I love everything combination mixed together. So, I'm a seafood lover. Even though seafood is not filling me up and it doesn't make me full, but it's not fatty food. Seafood is not fatty food, so it's not greasy either. So it just depends on how I like to cook it and how I like to eat it. In the morning, I'll make myself rice porridge, and then in the afternoon or evening, I'll stir fry the small slice octopus tentacles. So right now I gotta put this in the oven and toast it up. Before I eat ramen noodles, I love to cook ramen noodles. It's cheap and you can play around with the food, but now during coronavirus, I start eating ramen noodle every day because I'm on a tight budget, and I had no food stamp. They didn't give me no food stamp. Food stamp office was closed. Nobody was working, so I'm struggling. I'm poor, broke, homeless, and no freedom. So you eat what you got that you can afford. So I had no income coming in, so I got so sick that I cannot eat another cup of ramen noodle. That's how sick I feel. It's like, it's fast food, fast to cook, make, and everything. But when you poor, broken, homeless, everything is good. But it's the aroma, ambience. It's like when somebody pour hot water into a ramen noodle, it smells good. But when you eat it too much every day, you get sick and tired of it. So I like to change. So I'm like, wait a minute, I can make my own. I always make my own bangan, or soup, raw noodle soup. It can cost $1 a bag. Cheaper food is good when you're on a tight budget, then as long as it's the right brand, right ingredients, and you can make it yourself. I should have bought a lot of the flour and hand make it myself, and I don't get bored and sick and tired of eating the same ramen noodle in a cup, so I lose my appetite. And people who eat like pigs and slobs, no class people or low class people, I don't like to eat with them. I don't want to eat with them. I eat by myself. They are pigs and slob. This is for me to eat. I eat by myself or with my man, my boyfriends. But I don't I don't like to eat with females because they eat like pigs and slobs. They disgust me. Korean females disgust me. They are nasty. Korean, like Gina Kim eats like a pig and slob. Sunny Korean lady eat like a pig and slobs. They eat with no respect, no table manners, no etiquette. And Laos people, they just eat pig. It's germs and bacteria. I don't want to share germs and bacteria with anybody. I don't want to dip food together in the same bowl with everybody. I want my own bowl. Don't touch my food. Don't touch my bowl. I don't want to eat together. If I was to share my food with you, I'll split it in another bowl or plate. But I have more table manners than Gina Kim, Sunny Korean lady, and Laos people, like Thai or Laos, that eat with no silverware, no hand. It's like no chopstick, no manners at the table. And I'm not a buffet, so I'm not gonna open no buffet for pigs and slobs to come and eat my food and leave me poor, broke, and homeless. No, I'm not a buffet to them. Well, here's my toasted sandwich. My cheese are melting. It's almost like a grilled cheese with, see, garlic butter on top with grilled cheese. Oh, talking about Gina Kim, the Korean girl. She eats and her son eats with no table manners at all. And it's disgusting. It disgusts me. It makes me lose my appetite. I'm not a charity to her. I'm not free food for her. What she think? I'm a homeless shelter or a cold shelter for her to come and eat? I'm not a cold shelter. I'm not a homeless shelter. This is my private food. My money, my food. You're not welcome and you're not invited. I don't know you pigs and slobs like that. You females disgust me. So, just to get it off my chest. So, now I have to eat. It's like a grilled cheese sandwich with ham and cheese grilled ham and cheese sandwich. So I eat special food, and I'm unique and I'm private. So I like to open my own private business. And I was thinking about a vending machine, so none of these crazy stupid people would steal my food, think that I have to share my food with them. No, food costs money. All my labor and effort, goes into my food, my business. And they have no business in my business. They're not my boss. They're not my partnership. They're not my friends. I don't know them like that. My vending machine business is my food, my money, and my valuable time putting effort and labor into working. I work for myself. But somebody I met say, don't invest in vending machine. If I don't invest in vending machine, then what am I going to invest in? I want to have my own cattle business, raising cattle and raising ducks, have a duck farm, chicken farm for egg layers and raising meat chicken, and fish farm, and shrimp or prawn farm, and lobster farm. I want to have a hatchery. I want to have a combination of everything. It's like, this is my business. I don't have much money, but I'm poor, broke, and homeless, but I have my own, plans and goals, and you never know. I'm not rich, I'm not wealthy, but I'm just struggling, but I can still, have food to survive. But my food is not free for everybody. I'm not a cold shelter. I'm not a homeless shelter. I'm not a charity, and I'm not a free food donation, and I'm not a free food for everybody to come eat my food every day, especially Gina Kim and Sunny, the Korean woman. I don't date females like Gina Kim and Sunny. You're not my girlfriend. You're not my fiance. You're not my dates. You're not my mom. And you're not my family or relatives or in-laws. And you're not my friends. And you're not my girlfriend's or wife. But you're the bitch. So you're stalking me, stealing my food. And you humiliated me and embarrassed me. And I'm very embarrassed to even be caught seen with Gina Kim and Sunny, the Korean lady. They gross. They make me lose my appetite. They're pigs and slobs, and they're nasty. Just because they're nasty and I'm standing around them or near them or just being surrounded by them doesn't make me, and I'm not, a dirty, filthy, nasty, gross, disgusting, unsanitary. None of my place where I sleep, live, and work is, filthy, dirty, nasty, disgusting, trashy. I was just joking and pranking everyone. See, if I'm dirty, nasty, you see my hair? I just got out of the shower. I break out a lot every month, not because I'm doing drugs or anything, but because it's the day of the month. I always, if I eat too spicy, my pimple breaks out. My skin breaks out. If I, am on my period, day of the month, my skin breaks out. See, I just got over my period just yesterday. So that's why my skin is breaking out. See right there, there. I do pick on my pimple. That's my addiction, but I do pop my pimples, but I do wash my hands, but I always use that metal thing that you buy at Walmart or Walgreens or CVS, and you pop your pimples with. So it's just, my skin will one day clear up. Before summertime, I was breaking out right here, up here, baby pimples. But it's not even pimples. I don't know what it is. But it's, I didn't know how to clear my skin, let it heal. I don't use no face wash. But I do wear makeup all the time, every day. But I say, you know what? If somebody's gonna love me as a girlfriend, or date, love me for who I am, no matter with makeup on or without makeup on, as long as I can get the job done, and as long as I do things properly and live clean, and be OCD, live neat, organized, normal. You see, well, I don't like to live a normal life. I don't like to be normal like everybody else. I like to live my life spoiled, elegant, clean, classy. I'm educated, and no, I was joking with everybody saying I cheated on my test. No, never. From kindergarten through my senior year to my even taking my college test, I've never cheated on none of my tests. I was just joking and pranking everybody. So nobody ever taught me how to be intelligent like Einstein or be a genius, but I taught myself how to become a genius, how to become Einstein. I break codes, and because dead men and dead women can't work, dead men and dead women take their jobs to the graves and take the secret to the grave. So nobody will teach me anything. I have to teach myself. Just when everybody thought I'm a truck stop hooker or prostitute selling my body or doing anything illegal or drugs or whatever, no, I don't have time for that nonsense. Though, I don't like to drink alcohol. I don't like to do drugs. I don't even like the smell of narcotics, especially marijuana and crystal meth. That is disgusting. I don't even like to stand near a man or talking to drunk people because the breath, the alcohol breath is disgusting. I don't like to sit near Sunny eating because she's Korean and she sits there and she eats kimchi and she eats like a pig and slob, and her breath stinks like kimchi. She disgusts me for a female. She's no class kind of people. It's just gross. I'm not gross and nasty. Just because I stand near her and talk to her doesn't mean I'm gross and disgusting and nasty like her. She's disgusting for a 50, 60-year-old woman. My entire life I live etiquette. I have etiquette. I have education, and I'm more classier than her. So don't compare me with no class people like her. And don't compare me with no class people like Gina Kim. And don't compare me with all these other no class Vietnamese and Korean people. You can be prejudiced all you want, but you still no class people. I don't want to affiliate and associate with nasty, trashy, filthy, disgusting, ugly, butt crack ugly, supermodel, butt crack ugly males and females. You're non-classy, you're uneducated, you're inexperienced, unprofessional, you're nasty and gross all by yourself. Y'all crazy and stupid and ignorant all by yourself. Y'all lazy people. I'm not lazy people. I go find things to do. I like to live my life as a sophisticated and classy, elegant, clean OCD person. So I'm germophobic. Yes, I used to be spoiled, but I spent up all my money. I'm poor, broke, and homeless like everybody. So, but I still keep clean. Even if I have to hand wash my own clothes by hand or by brush or with rainwater, that's what I have to do. Then that's what I have to do. Even if I have to take a shower in the rain, that's what I have to do. Hey, I'm saving and conserving money. I'm living off grid or whatever, but I'm still clean. I'm not smelly like funk, and I keep good hygienes. I brush my teeth every day. I douche after my period every month or whatever. I scrub and use body wash, and I wash my skin, face, whatever. At least I'm intelligent. I'm an intelligent person. I do not have no mental illness. I'm not lazy people. As long as I know there's money to be made, count me in. I love to earn my money, earn my reputation as an intelligent, successful, OCD, and determined, and smart, and beautiful, and classy, and spoiled. I can be a spoiled princess, or I can be a spoiled brat, whatever you want to call me. Stick and stone will never break my bone, but words will never hurt, because you don't know me like that, to be negative and dishonest and lie and be prejudiced about me. I'm a very busy person. I go find things to do. I go invest my money into the NASDAQ, Dow Jones, S&P. It's all about economics. That was my advertisement on Houston Press saying, what is it, about collateral? I forgot what it was that, it was something about, what is that terminology? Give me 1 second to think. I know it's on the tip of my head. It's something about up and down, having up, what is it? I know I had one that says about economics, when goods and services, when goods goes up, service go down. When service goes up, then goods go down. And it's the what is it? It's the balance of law or something. That was so long. So, I love to drink water. See, it's not alcohol. Hope you can see it. It's just plain water. So, let's see. There was a word for that. I used that word before, but I can't remember the word. Where it's like, when it's not recession, but it's when people who work hard, when people who works hard to be where they are, then they're successful. But people who's poor, because they're falling behind. In my English class in the 8th grade, my English teacher, put a sign that says, play now and pay later, or pay now and play later. So play now and pay later, or the opposite, which is pay now and play later. Meaning, if you slack off in life, you're going to be falling behind. But if you work hard your entire life, at least you be somewhere in life. You're not going to be falling behind. Whenever I remember the right terminology, I'll update you guys with whatever I want to, what's on my mind. And of these years, Lottie Louis Genie, aka Peter Jean Lee, he was slacking off. Yeah, he can work being a machinist by day or night. And at nighttime, when he comes home off of work, he scams me, he steals my money, he steals my clothes, and he burglarized my house. And so is his nephew, Lei Gun Guang, and so is Gina Kim, and the Korean girl. And then they can have a good paying job, or a good job, or a middle class or low class kind of job, but they like to panhandle me, they like to scam me, they like to ask to borrow my money and then they don't pay me back. and then they go lying about me. Me, all these years, if I have money, I eat and I spoil myself because I earned it and I work very hard. I deserve it. And I live an honest life. And why should I lie for? That's why I make videos, and you see a lot of the things in my background and in the videos and photos of my Facebook and everything. And you know that and understand that I am an honest person. I have a lot of things because I'm spoiled and because I own it and I earned it. So that's just my money. You know, yeah, I'll say I borrow money, but I borrow money from my ATM, my account, not from nobody's account or not from nobody's money. And these people are loser and they suck. Like Lottie Louis Genie, aka Peter Jean Lee, he goes by the. He suck. He's a loser, and he steals my money for his drug addiction, and that's my money that I paid off for my home. I did pay off the house, but he stole the money. He pocketed the money and he steal and lie about me. He robbed me. So, and the police is nowhere to be found because people die left and right. Police dies left and right. So who you gonna tell? Who's gonna trust you? Who's gonna believe in you? So, and he tried to murder me to cover up for his sin, his crime, and his fault. So, and so is Gina Kim. She bullshit too much, and she lies, and she's dishonest, and she's fuck shit. Lottie Louis Genie is defamation of character and fuck shit and bullshit too. Excuse my language. And so is Do T Queen Young and Tuyết Thị Chang. I do not want to be sisterhood with you. I disown you, and I don't want nothing to have to do with none of you crazy female that are liars, dishonest, and prejudiced and negative, and so is certain Korean people. I don't want to have nothing to do with you dishonest, negative, and liar, bullshit, fuck shit, and you're all in denial because I'm honest. I'm more honest than you Korean people, or you North Vietnamese people, or you Vietnamese people. So at least I have more class and more intelligent and more education than y'all ignorant and stupid people. So at least I went to Plant High School. It's the top 13 high school in the United States, and I finished all 4 years. I have more than enough credit to graduate from the top 13 high school in the United States. And I took my test fair and square in front of a black lady. So it's a pop quiz too. I never knew what's on the pop quiz. And guess what? I passed it and I got accepted into Phoenix University in Houston, Texas. But I'm not going to go to school in Houston, Texas, but I want to go transfer all my paperwork, all my schooling to Arkansas. Because once I find a piece of land in Arkansas that I can be stable and I build my own little house, it's a roof over my head, and I can have chickens and ducks running around, but there's enough space. I need a lot of space. So, and I need a lot of money to pay for property tax every year so that I would know that I have a stable foundation so that I can go to school in Arkansas and don't have to worry about, oh, I'm going to lose my property, lose my house, lose anything. I want to be debt free. So I work from home, meaning I make my own chicken feeds, raising my chickens and ducks. That's my, like, it's not a hobby, but it's a fun job. I love that job. And I want to get into having cows, like milk cow and meat cow, which is Angus and Hershey, Jersey cows. And I want to have one white cow, but they're pretty. But I prefer Angus cow because I love cattle, and I wanna have a longhorn and have a lobster hatchery and fish hatchery, prawn hatchery. I want to experiment on seeing how good I am. So I hope the tornado doesn't destroy everything, but I would like to have everything underground because I don't like people stalking me, raping me, sexually harassing me, bugging me, bothering me for nonsense conversation and nonsense activities. So I'm not stupid, people, and I'm not ignorant. I'm not immature. I was just joking with everybody saying I'm immature, I'm childish, or whatever. No, I'm not childish. I'm not immature. I'm very determined to become successful, beautiful, independent, self-sufficient, and I'm never in denial of anything. I do no wrongdoing to anybody, and people are very intimidated. They're very misjudgmental. They're very prejudiced and negative, and they're bullies. They're troublemakers. So I don't like troublemakers. I don't like dishonest and liars. I don't like prejudiced and negative people. You know, I don't like gangsters and thugs and no class people. Thugs and gangsters is for no class people. I'm not no class, and I'm not ugly like everyone. So I'm not lazy, people, and I'm not slacking off. I don't have time to slack off in life. You know, I don't have time to be falling behind with slack off and lazy. That's why all of these slack off and lazy bums and stuff, they're falling behind in life. That's why they don't have no money, and that's why they don't have nothing. And then they gotta go depend on me and my food and my property, my house, you see, and my car, and, my money, you know. Hey, I'm entitled to it. I was granted it. I was entitled to everything I have, and I earned it in a legitimate and honest way. So I got my ass up and work. Excuse my language. I got my tushy, my butt up and work. Earn everything. That's why I'm laughing at their job title. See, when I was working as a manager, they was working as an employee. So I was a manager and they was a machinist. I make more money than a machinist. That's why the machinist is a beggar. I have an easy job, fun job. I love my job. I was a supervisor and they were still machinists. So, and then I'll play slot machine and win so much money in one night in Las Vegas, and then Coachella Casino, and then at Players Island, and then other casino in California, Las Vegas, go to underground casinos. I always win my money fair and square. I never cheat anybody, and every night I'll be winning casino money. I'm a lucky girl. I'm spoiled by the casino people. They're awesome. So they're wonderful people. Whoever takes care of me financially like that is like family. So I never be negative or disrespect them. They have good, wonderful groups and crowds. They're awesome. So my next thing is play the lottery. God gave me hands to scratch off the lottery ticket. The scratch off. That's how I win my money. God gave me hand to buy the lottery ticket and pay for the lottery ticket. That's how I win my lottery. I win lottery every week. But it's not much. It's some kind of bragging rights and no money at all. That's what I meant by some money is better than no money. So even if it's the last dollar to my name, or no, even if I had $0 to my name, but some money and a bragging right is better than no money at all. So I win the scratch off and I win this lottery, the power play or Powerball or the Mega Million. I win both of them, but I might not be the richest girl in the world, but at least I always giggle and laugh. That's why I giggle and laugh at people, because hey, winning the lottery, at least I win something better than nothing. And look at a lot of people, they don't even win nothing. So, but like I said, I'm poor. I'm a very poor person. I have dreams, hopes, and goals, but everybody I'm surrounded by, they're so poor, broke, homeless, and disabled, and I can't get through with people like that. And retired on SSI. No, I don't have time to talk to people that's on disability, retired, non-successful, mentally ill, nuts, crazy, drunk, high on drugs. They're not focused people. They're not successful people. I want to speak with people and make an appointment with people who's successful so that it will not let me fall behind in life, because everybody passing away of COVID left and right, and you can't find answers. So I don't have COVID and I'm still healthy. I don't have HIV, STD, AIDS, hepatitis. No, my crotch isn't itching. My crotch isn't stinking and smelling like Sunny's Korean lady ass. And her ass smells disgusting. It was the Korean lady Sunny ass smells like rotten in there. My vagina and ass does not smell rotten. It smells fresh because I always douche every month after my period. So I keep myself clean and high maintenance. And I don't affiliate, and I don't want nothing to have to do with hillbillies and coon ass. I'm not a hateful person. I just don't like to be around people who give me headache, stress me out, and drama. I don't like to be around that man, Robert, who's Guam. He is nuts. He'd give me headaches. I don't like to be in no relationship with any male or females who will give me headache, who will stress me out, who's drama and troublemaker and lie about me and dishonest about me and negative and prejudice around me. I don't like that. It's unhealthy for me. I don't like to be surrounded by no class people and low class people and stupid, ignorant, crazy bitches and hoes and nasty bitches and nasty motherfuckers and, you know, disgusting, trashy people. I'm not trashy people. I'm not nasty people. And I'm not unsanitary or filthy people, so. And I'm not mentally ill. So I need to be around good people who will get me back on the right track, give me my stable foundation, give me my right education, and give me a good life, spoiled life, and intelligent, princessy life, and give me my American Southern farm girl life. I love the farm life, but I want a piece of land with lots of grass, so my cows can eat grass, and then I'll get into when I move to Arkansas, then whoever owns land, if they don't want grass on the property, I'll mow their lawn and donate your grass to me so I can feed it to my cows. I'm trying to save money. Money is money I don't have. Let's say I have zero money, $0 to my name. I want to save, well, I don't have nothing to save, but I'm conserving. So I'm don't even have no money to be on a tight budget, but it's starting from point zero, work my way up. Like I have to learn how to crawl before I learn how to walk. So instead of me spending money I don't have, I can add up a pile of grass that's donated to me so that I can take care of my animals. So at least they won't be starving. They'll get chunky. I don't want to get into taking care of dogs. I'd rather take care of chickens, ducks, rooster, pigs, cows, lobster, prawns. I gotta learn how. I did some research and experiment so I can make pellets and food for all of my animals. But I need some donation from people. Like let's say I'll mix the feeds with like cabbage leaves, red cabbage leaf or green cabbage leaves. So that's some kind of color for my mix, and I'll mix it in with corn. So I have to have a pellet machine to grind it up and mix the corn with the cabbage so it's more healthy for them. And, whatever like other type of greens that I can mix in to make it healthy for my animals. Like I say, I'm very poor. I'm broke. By the time I get to Arkansas, I would have like maybe $300 to my name. So I hope I even have that much to survive. So maybe I would be surrounded by right people who take care of me financially and make sure that I am stable financially for the rest of my life. I need to collect census checks, stimulus check, whatever. But I need for people to take care of me financially and good jobs. Once I move to Arkansas, I would like to have a good job. I work from home raising my animals, but that's my side job. That's my day job is different to make some money. Night job is go home and, that's my second job, feeding and raising and taking care of my animals, changing the poops and changing the water, making feeds for them. And then my animals will be vegetarian and I will never feed it worms, maggots, bugs, crickets, insects. And no bugs. It's just straight up vegetarian. My animals will eat corn and vegetables only. I will eat healthy, so I do eat vegetarian food, but I don't want to go vegan. I like certain kind of vegetarian, not all vegetarian. Yeah, COVID-19, I should eat vegetarian food, but I make my own tofu, I make my own soybean, and maybe I'll, talking about tofu and soybean, if I have enough money, then I'll mix in the feed with my tofu mix it with the feed. Let's see how it'll go, how it'll work, and will it, be successful and taste good for my chickens. I'll mix some soybean or tofu in with the chicken feeds. It's still eating healthy, so it's nothing from the dumpster, garbage, trash, or whatever. So once I move to Arkansas, whoever don't, supermarket or restaurant, if they don't, they have a lot of tofu or soybean left over. If they don't want it, if they're willing to donate it to me, I'll make my own fresh tofu from home or soybean from home and mash it up, grind it up, and mix it in with the cabbage and cabbage leaves and corn. Grind up the corn and mix it in. So I'll make healthy food for my chicken, ducks, pigs, and cows. So my cows will be eating grass and corn, and so it's my pigs, ducks, and chickens. So hopefully, I'll whip up a recipe that has no meat in there for them, so they don't get fat over greasy food. And I'll eat healthy, they'll eat healthy. I would have a duck farm. I'll raise Peking duck and Muscovy duck, because Peking duck has a lot of fat, but I don't like fat in the Peking duck, but I love to eat Peking duck. But I'll make rice porridge with it, and then with Muscovy, there are no fats in their meat, so whatever they're feeding them, or is it how they was made, like born like that, I don't know. But and it's a learning experience for me. Everything is a learning experience for me. I love to learn how to do things. I love to experiment with things, and I love to succeed in life. So I need another job. I need at least 3 jobs. Working from home, raising my animals, then I have so many things to do, like taking care of my lobsters or taking care of my chicken, ducks, or rooster, changing the water feeds, doing everything for them. So, and then finding another job that'll have income for me and stable foundation for me. So I have it for maxi pads or, other things, all my other expenses. So I have so much expense that I don't have the kind of money to pay for, if I can, as long as I'm in a safe zone. I'm a good girl. I want to be in a safe zone. I don't want to be in a zone where I'll be raped, I'll be stalked, I'll be peer pressure. Stop peer pressuring me. Stop forcing me against my will to do something, invading my freedom, privilege, rights, and space, and constitutional rights. Like Steve with dirty ash blonde hair and all of these ugly motherfuckers and all of these stalkers, intruders, home invasion, rapists, sex offender, kidnappers, child molesters, sick in the head perverts, weirdos. They're my insignificant others, not significant others. They're not my families, not my relatives, not my in-laws, not my spouse, not my roommates, and not my friends. If I'm married to somebody, then I don't want to be, I want a man who will make me happy and successful, but I don't want to be caught seeing with men or being in a relationship with males or females who's going to humiliate me, embarrass me in public or private. No, I do not want to be caught seen with these people. They're weird. They're nuts. They're no-class people. They're lazy bums. And they're peasants. At least I'm sophisticated. I know what I want in life. I know what to do. And I know what I'm doing. So don't tell me how to do my job. And don't tell me what to do. Because you're not the owner. And you're not my boss. I'm my own boss. I'm the owner. And when I snap my fingers, you bark like a dog. And you get to sleep outside with the dogs and with the reindeers outside in the doghouse.